We are going to talk to you today about doors, bridges and living water. Winnie the Pooh had his own take on water and bridges. He and his friend Piglet walked across the bridge, and when they got to the middle of the bridge they looked over the side, and Pooh invented a game. He threw a twig in and Piglet threw a twig in, and then they rushed to the other side of the bridge to see which one came under the other side of the bridge first. Commonly known as poo sticks. I'm sure you've all had a go at it at some point in your life. Why are we talking about doors, bridges and living water?
We've all had the pictures in front of us of violence, aggravation, bullying, anger on the streets. And we can all say to ourselves, oh, what can I do? And there's a lot that all of us can do. We can do a number of small things that amount to a very big thing. We can pray. And we've put together a Facebook presentation, 3.5 minutes, which offers a suggestion in which you use the images of doors, bridges and living water as a way of praying for healing and transformation and life in this situation. And the first of our 3 suggestions is that you make a pilgrimage. A pilgrimage to a door. It can be the door of a religious building. It can be the door of a friend. It can be a door before which you stop to pray. To pray for openness. For so many people would not be so angry if they were listened to, and if they themselves listened. Pray at this door. Give your love and openness as an act of reparation and love for all those who have been led into violence, because at the base of all violence and all anger and all bullying is fear.
One of the most famous doors in literature is the wardrobe door, which becomes a portal into the land of Narnia. The place where, if the White Witch is in control, is always winter and never Christmas. But when Aslan is in control, we become the Christmas people. Every morning, every day is an open door to a new world. New vistas, new aims, new tryings. We should always strive to be childlike, like Lucy, who found the door to Narnia first. To be an opener of doors. Aslan told Lucy that she was very brave.
We pray before our door. This is our first pilgrimage. Our second pilgrimage is very simple. To cross a bridge. Bridges are another metaphor, another symbol of places and attitudes that stand apart. And a bridge connects them. Go and consciously walk over a bridge and pray. On our small video, Sister Brigitte took a picture of the bridge over the River Leen in Bulbo, which we used for it. It doesn't even have to be a bridge over water, over troubled water. Cross a bridge and pray for open hands. Pray for encounter. Pray for conversion.
Like a door, a bridge is also a meeting place, a possibility, a metaphor. Hope meets you halfway on the bridge of faith. And of course the wisdom of bridges comes from the fact that they know what's on both sides. They know both sides. And a bridge, of course, is a testament to human ingenuity and our ability to overcome obstacles, to do something that might seem initially impossible.
The third gesture that you might make in prayer is very simple. Take a jug of water and pour a little water out onto the ground. This planet and your body are both made of water. Water is the majority constituent. Water is the symbol of baptism, it's the means of baptism, and for us in our tradition, a few drops of water are put into the chalice. They symbolize humanity. They symbolize what you can do. Life cannot exist without water. Water stands for love and hope and peace and freedom and a future.
Leonardo da Vinci said of water that it's the driving force of nature. If we took a drop of water and asked it to tell us its history, it would probably explain the whole universe to us. St. Francis talked of water as his sister, Sister Water. Water as being humble, pure and clear. And Pope Francis echoes this idea and takes it a little further when he says, "A river does not drink of its own water. The water is there to serve." And Teresa of Avila wrote this, that a soul in a state of grace is like a well of limpid water, from which flow only streams of clearest crystal. Doors, bridges, living water. We felt this quotation pulled all these three things together and showed why they were so important. The need for connection and community is primal. It is as fundamental as the need for air, water and food.
That's a teased out version of what we did on the 3-minute video. This is Ladies' Evening. So we've got a few questions that you could look at together at the end of this.
So the first question, can you share a time in your life when someone was a bridge for you, or someone opened a door for you, made something possible, or someone was a carrier of hope, a spring of water? Number 2, Can you share a time when you were these things for someone else? And this doesn't mean you have to boast about all the good things you've done. It's good to share what being a bridge, what being a door, what being living water to other people, what it does. What result did you see from what you did? And then the third question, we saw on Wednesday counter-protesters taking great risks, walking the streets in our cities in order to build bridges between their communities. We saw examples of doors opening as people engaged with the Muslim communities, hugging them and shaking their hands. We saw Muslim leaders declaring their support for the local community, opening their mosque doors to everyone. What needs to happen next for these bridges, these doors, these springs of living water to continue to grow and not to be wasted and trickle away? What needs to happen next? And what part could you play in that?
Over to you. There's only one thing that we can't do. We can't do nothing. God has put it in our hands to be able to pray and change the world, to be able to live our prayer and change our own lives and the lives around us.
Have a good evening. Bye-bye.